Again, special thanks to Ben Hushin for sitting in with me here in this last half hour. He's from the Mill in Whitehall, Maryland. Good to have him with an in-studio visit. I want to take a look at the markets with a little extra help as well. Right now, we'll take a look at the corn market. We're down about 2 cents right now in that September contract. December down 1 3/4. If we look at the soybeans, though, they've been on both sides of unchanged. This is interesting. We had September lower overnight, and now at 10.09 we are up 8 1/4 cents. Now, we did have 120,000 tons of soybeans sold again overnight, so yet again, we can add that one to the list. November, 9 higher at 9.94 right now, and that's off of its earlier low by a good 17 cents. Let's take a look at the wheat trade in Chicago. We have September now 2.5 lower at 414.5 per bushel. In Kansas City, wheat September is currently trading at, well, if we can roll it over, well, maybe we can't. We'll find out. There it is. September unchanged at 409 3/4. The Kansas City wheat is being timid this morning. Now let's take a look at the spring wheat trade in Minneapolis. Here we have September down 1/2 at 4.99, and then you have the cotton market that has really gone in the tank overnight and early this morning. We have December down 276 points at 73.29. China opened up their auctions for an extra month, apparently, for their cotton, and that's really putting pressure on the market here. All right, let's go to Chicago. Let's bring in Todd Bubba Horwitz of BubbaTrading.com and analyze the markets. All right, Todd, in the early going, we have a bit of a turnaround in this soybean trade. Why? Can you explain that, and does that surprise you?
It doesn't surprise me. I think when you're looking at the overall big picture, you've got soybeans that are really stuck in a range, 9.50 to 10. I think one of the interesting things that I've noticed is for a couple of weeks, we were higher overnight. I think we're starting to reverse that, which is actually, to me, more of a bullish sign where we should get a rally. I expect to see Novi beans get up to 10, and that's about as far as I see them going right here. I think this 9.50 to 10 range continues. I think eventually we'll break to the upside, but I think right now, in the dead of summer, all markets are extremely quiet. I would expect this range to continue, and as you look at corn and wheat, I think those are both on bottoms. I think you need to be a buyer here. The commercials, the banks are stepping in and buying down here. I think this is a great level risk-reward wise. I think we do get a rally in time. Now, again, I don't want to see a rally tomorrow. I want to see a steady movement where we start to see some pricing moving in and some new money flowing into these markets, which at this time of year, it's a challenge to get new money anywhere. Just take a look at the equity markets or the oil market, any other market around the world. There is actually very quiet action right now, but I like what's happening in the grain space overall, and I like where we're holding. So I think we have better days ahead of us.
And again, I'll remind everybody that we have the crop production and also the supply and demand reports coming up this Friday. They'll come out at noon Eastern time, 11 o'clock Central, and it's right during the trading session. And you've been talking about that for quite a while here, Todd, that there might be a little bit in the way of funny market action with position squaring ahead of that. And you were talking about that maybe being an opportunity. Is that what we're seeing here this week?
I think it might be an opportunity. Again, you know, I'm not a big news guy because to me, markets are with all the information today, markets are smart enough to price everything in ahead of time. There could be a quick shock, a quick price, but certainly, like if we get a dip down to 9.50 in soybeans, I'm going to be a buyer. If we go lower in corn and wheat, I'm going to be a buyer. I'm not looking really to sell anything here. I think that these are great buying opportunities, and that's the way that you have to look at it based on, you know, the probabilities of where we're going to go from here. And I think the best direction will be up, and I think that's where we're going to end up going.
All right, Todd, we're going to pause for a break, and when we come back, I want to visit with you about the livestock trade. Things going on there, too. Our special guest, Todd Bubba Horwitz. We'll be right back.